Steven Z Killer has become powerful. His channel has hit over 100,000 subscribers. He keeps getting stronger and has more room to grow, so subscribe to Steven Z Killer today.
What's up, everybody? Steven Z Killer bringing another reaction. Now, a few of you guys have been suggesting me to check out Dawko's channel. If I do mispronounce the name of the channel, I do apologize. But anyways, you guys told me in my last reaction that Dawko has uploaded a video on the BLOB, and you guys really wanted me to check out the video. So anyways, let's get into this. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. I know we can hit this goal based on this right here showing 77% of you guys watching are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, it means two reasons. Either you're new or you're returning. Now, if you're brand new, welcome to the channel very first time. Thank you for clicking on one of my videos. Check out more FNAF stuff on the channel, and hopefully you do hit that subscribe button and notification bell today. Now, if you're returning, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this is the video that gets you to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and maybe even join my Discord today. Link down below for the original video. Once again, these videos take time, effort, and they're so much harder to put together than a simple reaction video. Now, when it comes to like very famous and very noteworthy FNAF channels, this guy right here is one of the top tier channels out there that have been following and supporting. And as you guys see, he even has a fucking glitch trap mask, like right there, and a bunch of FNAF stuff. He's one of the biggest FNAF channels out there, and he's very well known and very well respected in the FNAF community. Now, like I said, go show your support. Link down below. Do what I do, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that good fuck shit. Let's get into this video and enjoy it right now.
What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today, and welcome back to another FNAF security breach mystery video. Today's topic is the BLOB. Now, the problem with the BLOB is that we don't really know a lot about it. We never see the BLOB at all exploring the Pizzaplex or anything. We only see them, unfortunately.
I still haven't done this part of the game. I still want to. I've just been super busy with everything else, and of course, to be honest, gaming is definitely still part of the channel, but it's not as big as getting these videos out. But
Bottom of Pizza Simulator. Hopefully we
I
get
do
want to
stream some more
in future DLC, but for now, it's one of the biggest mysteries.
That's another thing. I love you guys said there may be DLC coming around, and I hope there is, because there's still a lot of like things we got to figure out from Security Breach. It doesn't feel like it's full on complete. Like there's some stuff that we just don't know yet
in Security Breach. However, that doesn't stop us from theorizing what the BLOB is. Let's get straight into it, and hopefully you guys enjoy today's video.
I'm looking forward to this.
So like I said, the BLOB is first found during the after ending when we're going down into Pizza Simulator. And when we go down there inside Glamrock Freddy, you can see that the BLOB looks like it's breathing. It's just there still.
It looks like it's sleeping.
However, if Gregory is not inside of Glamrock Freddy, the BLOB attacks straight away. So the BLOB is very, very aggressive. If Gregory goes anywhere near the BLOB, you get a jump scare.
He murdered that child.
During the Afton boss fight, when the tentacles come through the ventilation systems and the drain pipes, if you go near one of the tentacles, you die straight away. So it's clearly evident that the BLOB is highly aggressive. The BLOB wants to get to Burn Trap with nothing standing in its way. So even if I went down to say hello to the BLOB, I'm pretty sure the BLOB would kill me as well. And Glamrock Freddy even says this too. I think it's just the BLOB is just extremely confused on what's going on.
My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you.
It's so angry with agony, and with the after ending as well, it clearly shows that the BLOB is after Burn Trap.
Yeah, he's
because
like,
you see Burn Trap
motherfucker,
trying
you
to
ain't
escape from
getting
the fire.
anywhere.
No,
Come over here,
Blob
bitch.
grabs Burn Trap before he can escape. Now, we don't actually know what happens after that. This time, there's no escape for Afton/Burn Trap. This is it. The fire's going to kill them all. It's going to be over. This is the final time Afton's going to escape, I think. So that's...
Yeah, based off what you guys have told me in other reactions, like other theories and like, no, this may not be the end. This may not be the end.
It's just a little bit of a summary on what we know so far about the Blob. That's basically all of the direct evidence we have. And the rest is just a complete blur. We literally don't know anything else. The Blob doesn't talk. The Blob doesn't give us any information about who they are. Blob's down in Pizza Simulator. He's very aggressive. We beat Afton. We set fire to the place. And then the Blob takes Afton away, so we can't escape. The end. That's literally it. Done. So this is where the theorizing comes to play. Who is the Blob? The biggest idea a lot of people have is that the Blob is controlled by Molten Freddy. If Molten Freddy is in control of the Blob, doesn't that mean that he survived the fire in Pizza Simulator? Now, the only somewhat evidence we know that some of the animatronics and spirits survived the fire is not actually from the game lore, actually from the Fazbear Fright story. Spoiler territory here. This is
still don't know all the info on the book stuff, which you guys did send me a couple of the game theory videos that may answer or give me more knowledge on the book stuff. So I will be watching those in the future, so stay tuned for those too.
Spoilers. In the Fazbear Fright stories, William Afton is back, okay? Afton is back.
Oh,
and
wow.
from the FNAF guidebook, it explains how he came back. The detective in the story talks about a fire. And originally, I thought it was the FNAF 3 fire. That William Afton survived the FNAF 3 fire, and this is what takes place after FNAF 3. In the guidebook, it says the incident shown in Pizza Simulator and its aftermath are revisited via police evidence. It seems that Cassette Man's plan did not work exactly as intended. I know this isn't the game lore, but to me this can be used as evidence of Henry's plan in the game lore not going to plan as well. Burn Trap's corpse is still here. The Pizza Simulator itself isn't fully burnt to the ground or anything. You can still go inside. Although things are damaged, the place is still intact, right? So that could mean, possibly, this is just theorizing, that the fire did not kill everybody. That could be evidence of who the Blob is. It could be Molten Freddy, still alive. Now, that would actually make sense with the Blob. The main face in control of the Blob is Funtime Freddy's mask. So it's interesting how it's Funtime's Freddy head in control of the Blob rather than Chica's or Bonnie's, right? And we know the main character who was in control of Molten Freddy was Funtime Freddy. Does that mean the main spirit controlling the Blob is Funtime Freddy's spirit? So we know the origins of Ennard and Molten Freddy, right? It's not just one spirit inside. It's a bunch of spirits. So are there any other spirits inside of the Blob? Or is it just Molten Freddy? Did the other spirits in Pizza Simulator get free? Is it just Molten Freddy on their own? We can't obviously 100% confirm that. Quote that Glamrock Freddy says is that his friends are down there. Glamrock Freddy could either mean, you know, his Glamrock friends are down there because Chica, Roxanne and Montgomery are down there. Or Glamrock Freddy could be referring to the Blob as well. And if Glamrock Freddy is referring to the Blob, he says his friends are down there, confused and angry. So that would mean there are multiple spirits inside of the Blob. More evidence of
I would
this
assume
are the
so.
actual animatronics attached to the Blob. So you can see that the Blob has red eyes, right? The other animatronic parts attached to the Blob also have red eyes, which people think that means that the animatronics are active inside as well. These include Bonnie, Chica, an endoskeleton, and Mangle. So does this confirm that there are multiple spirits inside of the Blob as well? Or are those just animatronic parts that Molten Freddy has collected and put his power into, if that makes sense? So does this mean there are multiple spirits inside the Blob?
Mike, the one thing about this that made me curious is like Bonnie here, like he has got his faceplate back. Like this is like looks like the original Bonnie from FNAF 1 more than Bonnie from like FNAF 2 or beyond that.
Or does it mean the Blob has attached these animatronic parts to grow and he is in control of it all. Because it does seem like the Blob has gone around the Pizzaplex to gain animatronic parts. And we know that because in the display cases around the Pizzaplex, parts are missing. In Pizza Simulator, Chica, Mangle, etc. were not in the game, right?
I never
So
know. I'd looked at those. I wonder if they disappear. I wonder if they disappear like throughout the game or anything like that. That'd be interesting. Like, imagine you start off the game, you're able to see all those parts, but over time, the further you get through the game, more parts right there go missing. That'd be really cool if that was a thing. I don't think that was, but that would have been a really cool effect in the game.
Sense for Molten Freddy to escape Pizza Simulator, go up into the mall, go through the vents and stuff, to grow, steal animatronic parts, steal endoskeletons and wires to make himself bigger and bigger. The Blob probably did that to get stronger, to face Afton at the end or something like that. Also, I'm pretty certain that the Blob doesn't have any of the original spirits inside, such as Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy, etc. Because again, during Pizza Simulator, we don't see those spirits during the fire. And the reason why we don't see them during Pizza Simulator is because those spirits were laid to rest in FNAF 3. If they were still restless and still active, to me, they would have been in FNAF 6. Is Security Breach trying to show that the original spirits are still active and restless? Unfortunately, we're not going to know until we get a definitive answer from Scott and Steelwool. The Blob does have two other parts attached to it. Baby and the puppet. Now, interestingly, the eyes of both of those are not red. We don't know the reason why Steelwool decided to do this, but surely they would have made Baby's eyes and the puppet eyes red if they were, you know, a part of the Blob.
Another thing about the puppet one is the crying part paint is gone.
Ideas that I can just come up with the top of my head about what I think this means. Does it mean that Elizabeth Afton's spirit and Charlie the puppet spirit got set free during Pizza Simulator? Does it mean that they're too powerful to be overtaken by the Blob? Does it mean that actually Elizabeth Afton and the puppet are controlling the Blob? Or does it mean that Elizabeth Afton and the puppet are controlling something else in the Pizzaplex? But those are all just ideas from the top of my head, guys. There's no concrete answer on why Baby and the puppet do not have red eyes. Another detail about the puppet as well is that the puppet mask does not have its tear streak. Why would Steelwool not have the tear streaks on the puppet mask? I feel like that means that Charlie, the puppet spirit, has gone. Her spirit has been set free during Pizza Simulator. The streaks have been removed from the puppet mask to show that Charlie is no longer inside of the puppet mask. She has been set free. That's what I think anyway. And maybe the baby mask represents, you know, in Pizza Simulator, Elizabeth Afton isn't using Circus Baby anymore. If you remember, you know, Elizabeth Afton is Scrap Baby, not Circus Baby. Elizabeth left Circus Baby back in Sister Location. So who knows? Circus Baby is still a mystery. Do you know the puppet mask and Circus Baby having no red eyes? Is still a very, very confusing one. But yeah, it definitely looks like the Blob has been going around the Pizzaplex collecting parts and absorbing them. And this would explain why things have gone missing in the cabinets, the museum cabinets. If we're at a museum, right, we would expect to see the original, you know, the original Bonnie and Chica and Freddy, etc. And I think that is because the Blob has been stealing them and attaching it to him. In the Fazbear Fright stories, guys, the most powerful energy in that universe, the Fazbear Fright universe, is agony. Agony is the most powerful energy in the whole universe. In the Fazbear Fright universe, agony is the most powerful energy. It's stronger than electricity. It's really, really powerful. Now, could this be why the Blob is collecting old remnants of the past to get stronger by agony? Collecting, you know, Chica and Bonnie, where kids have been stuffed into their suits. It would contain a lot of negative energy. So Maybe that's why the blob is collecting them to get stronger. Are there any new spirits attached to the blob, or is it just Molten Freddy on his own? The blob doesn't even have to be Molten Freddy or an old spirit. I did mention this in a previous video. The blob just could be a brand new creature that has used old animatronic parts and stuff.
And also, didn't they also like have like other, like, we don't know how many other missing people, because apparently, like, in some of the other ones we watched, the missing people were used to basically help bring Burnt Trap back to life. Even though they were used, their spirits could have went somewhere else.
The blob could technically be the new spirits that have been killed by Vanny in the pizza place.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
mentioned this countless times, but there is a lot of evidence to show that Vanny has killed kids at the pizzaplex. There's a newspaper article of a bunch of missing kids that have never been found yet. So to me, it's clear that Vanny has been killing kids for a long time. Where have those kids
At least
gone?
9 other kids.
We don't 100% know.
Maybe 7, because although there was 2 kids right there, like, etched out.
Or some of those kid spirits could be attached to the blob as well. It could work. Again, we don't 100% know exactly the truth. Now, another theory that was going around is, was Burn Trap controlling the blob the whole time? Which is why the blob was trying to stop and attack Gregory from going down there. And during the Afton boss fight, when we're literally trying to stop Afton, the tentacles come through the pipes and stuff to kill us, to attack us. Was Burn Trap in control of the blob? You know, just like the other Glamrock animatronics. Was
that
Burn
is
Trap
actually,
that
no,
strong and
yeah, that
powerful
would be
that he could hack into the
okay
blob as well and take control of him as well. It is possible. You can't rule that one out. And then during the Afton ending, when
that would make
Burn Trap's
sense.
trying to escape, it's possible that Burn Trap lost control of the Glamrock animatronics.
Because you think the blob, with how powerful it seemed to be, and strong, I would assume it would, if it was after Afton, it would have destroyed the container that Afton's body was being revived in.
Including the blob, which is why the blob's like, oh, I'm back. Oh, look, it's Afton, and takes him away. That could explain why the blob attacked us in the first place.
Yeah,
because,
that actually makes way more sense.
After Afton, when we went down there, the tentacles, the blob should have just came out the pipes and just went straight into Afton to get ready to destroy him, right? Now I'm going to talk briefly about the novels.
No, that actually makes way more sense.
I'm going to talk about his Fazbear Fright. So, I've spoken about this before with Agony. The blob really reminded me of Afton. So, in the Fazbear Fright story, Afton comes back. Afton comes back very similar to how the blob looks, basically. Afton gets taken to a factory, right? And at the factory, there's a bunch of old animatronic parts and old toys that have a lot of agony inside of them. This basically fuels Afton, and he absorbs all of the old animatronic parts, all the endoskeletons, all the agony inside of these old past remnants of animatronics and stuff, like all of the deaths that happened, all of the pain and sadness in one place. It's all absorbed by Afton, and it turns him into a massive creature, and it makes him incredibly powerful. He's in control of all this agony and power. And I thought that was very similar to the blob. It looks like the blob's in control of all of this agony and all of these old, you know, parts of the history of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So I just wanted to mention that. I thought that was a similarity between universes. I also wanted to talk about the fourth closet as well, with the ending of that and Afton's demise in that one. The ending is an animatronic creature which has Chica, Bonnie, and Freddy and Foxy all attached to it. But this one is actually Afton's doing. Afton did this himself. Inside this amalgamation of the animatronics are all of the spirits. So
wait, there's an actual comic book of this?
it's very similar to the blob as well. This is actually Afton's doing. Afton did this on purpose. At first, Afton can actually control this creature, which again could be put into the security breach at Afton ending. Maybe Afton was controlling the blob at first. Eventually, the creature realizes who Afton is and meets his demise. Gets grabbed and taken into the fires. Sounds very similar, doesn't it? These can't be used as solid evidence because they are in alternate universes. However, the plot is
okay.
similar,
I was about to say.
I just wanted to mention those similarities. You know, if you guys don't read the books or anything, so you can see why.
Lots of fucking similarities, though.
This is a big mystery video, right? Because the blob is so vague. We literally don't know anything about it. But in this video, I wanted to give you guys what we do know so far. Some of the animatronic heads attached to the blob having red eyes. What the blob is up to. What was the blob's intention? Was it controlled by Afton or not? Or was the blob just doing its own thing, trying to get to Afton? And Gregory was just in his way. But I've gave you guys some ideas.
Hey, thank you for subscribing. Do what this guy did. Subscribe!
To think about. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you've got any ideas that I haven't thought of yet, put them in the comment section. It's all up in the air at the moment, guys. We don't know a lot about the blob. We don't really know a lot about anything, to be honest. We do get...
Yeah, we didn't get a shit ton of answers. Wow, we're having a subscriber train right now. Much appreciated to everyone who's subscribing.
Hopefully we do get to see something more about the blob in the future. Whether that's in the games or whether it's in one of the Pizzaplex stories, I really do hope that it's explained more, because at the moment we've got like a grain of sand when we should like...
So I knew about the books, but I didn't know there was a comic book series too. That's actually really cool and intriguing.
Have a whole cup of sand to know about the blob. The blob is extremely vague and one of the biggest mysteries in Security Breach. And that's what theorizing is all about. I don't think we're not going to have a solid answer until the blob's explored more in future DLC or one of the books. And to me, from looking at Afton being alive still and the blob being there, it looks like Henry's plan failed in the game lore as well. Make of it what you will, guys. I know people were a bit upset about that, Henry's plan failing and, you know, Afton coming back again. But, you know, it does look like Henry's plan failed. And, I mean, Afton's still there. But, you know, we won't go there. I've already got a headache from this video, man. There's just so much to talk about.
Too much!
We were Gregory exploring the Pizzaplex and we saw a tentacle, like, roaming around on the ceiling and stuff to show that the blob is active during the Pizzaplex. You know, the blob isn't just hiding under the pizza simulator location. You know, the blob has been around the Pizzaplex collecting parts to get stronger and stuff.
Wait, you can actually see his tentacles out above too? Okay.
I wish we did get to see that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it.
Oh, he was hoping that would have been the case. So basically he wanted more on the development or more of the like it really does feel like the game is probably needed another. I know the game took a long time for release, but I feel like this game needed a little bit more polish and a little bit more time for development. There was so much wrong, like glitchy, and just a lot of stuff felt missing from the game. It felt like it was not supposed to come out already. Alright, this is just his outro. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the blob down below in the comments. If there's other videos or something you guys want me to watch, let me know down below. Or grab the link to that video and post it in my reaction idea section, which is the best method for me to see your request. Now, thank you for watching. Once again, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, later!
This is the Prince of the motherfucking Saiyans, and I am ordering you to subscribe to Steven Z Killer!